Hi there, this is Marlene. I'm an astrologer. I've been an astrologer for a very long time, actually 28 years, and I was actually a hypnotherapist before that, but that's another conversation for another time. So this is going to be a short little video, and I'm kind of new at this, so bear with me. I'm going to show you the tools that an astrologer uses. So it's another language in itself. It takes a long time to learn. It's definitely not for everybody. It's quite a comprehensive science. It takes years and years and hundreds and thousands of hours to really get a good grasp of it, and to put yourself in a position where you really want to share that information with other people, or you feel adept enough to do. These are my tools. I'm going to show you here. This is an astrologer's handbook. Can you see that? Maybe I don't have the best lighting, but this is called an Ephemeris, and this particular book here, it starts from the year 1900 and goes to the year 2000. So when you're looking up a person's birth date, this is the book that you're going to want to use. The most popular one is Neil F. Mickelson. So this is just for somebody that, you know, wants to go in that direction, which is going to be very, very few of you. Most of you are just going to want a reading and have an interest in knowing what the heck's going on right now, and there's quite a lot going on with you know, all of the eclipses we've just had, Mercury retrograde, Mars is still retrograde, and then the fact that outer planet Uranus has gone and made a change into Taurus just a few months ago. So, and it's been 7 years in each sign, roughly, a little bit give or take. So you'll need this to look up somebody's birth date. Even if you're doing a reading these days, they're run on programs. You don't have to calculate them out. You don't have to know PST, PDT, wartime, etc., where, you know, many years ago you had to know all of that stuff. All the programs do that now today, where they didn't a long time ago. So you really had to know your stuff and research, because that was before the internet, online. I started studying astrology in 1990. So that's one, because most of the birth dates you're going to look up, you're going to be able to find in here, except of course if they're people that are 18 years or older, you're going to need the newer book, which we'll look at this one right here. Here's an example. If you want to get a close-up of that, of how this might look. We're in August here, and as you can see, it's another language completely. So it takes a little doing into learning how to read this. This particular Ephemeris, it goes from the year 2000 to 2050. So this is an astrologer's tool. This is why you need both, because you need to know, to look at the cycles right now. You have the birth date, then you have to go in here and go, okay, well, you know, what's happening in this person's life right now. This is what I'm using. This is what I'm looking at. Okay, where do we have the outer planets here? You know, where are they landing on their chart, inner planets, so on and so forth, which are creating the disruptions in their life. So you're going to need that tool. So those are the tools. And as we go along, I'll recommend some books, reading, you know, even if you want to learn just a little bit more about astrology on your own and follow along, you know, not become an expert or anything like that. But sometimes people say, you know, I just feel like I need to make a little bit more sense out of it. How do I go about doing that? So those are the first tools. And then I'm going to close it out here and make that short, because I'm going to do another one just on Mercury retrograde, which we've just gotten out of, but actually we're still in what is called a shadow period. So it's a little bit more time getting out of that. So bye for now, and to follow, maybe we'll call it part 2, or title it Mercury retrograde, so that you can, I guess I should be looking at the camera, right? I'm not used to this, as I said, so bear with me, and we'll talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde next up. Thank you so much for watching.